Hi guys, this is HR Kadri and today I will explain the difference between the Simulink and the Simscape. So starting with the Simulink. In Simulink, we are dealing with a signal, we are performing various mathematical operations on a signal. In Simulink library, various mathematical operators are provided for continuous and continuous and discrete signals like derivative, integrator, so many things. All mathematical functions are here, all mathematical operations are here provided. You can also take values from lookup table, and we have so many options. With using all these options, by using all these options, we can create a model of any system. But thing is, in these Simulink models, we are considering only the signal values. There is no unit attached with that signal. While in Simscape, we are considering the Simscape. We are doing modeling and simulation for physical systems. So first we will take one example of Simulink solver. This is a simple Simulink model. What I did here is I have taken two constant blocks from Simulink sources, and I am doing addition of that, and here I am taking the result. I'm running this. It's calculating. So now our result is ready. See, 5 plus 5, 10. So what we are doing is we are dealing only with the signal value. 5 plus 5 is 10. But what 10? Is this 10 kg? Is this 10 meter per second? No, it's just 10. It is signal. There is no unit attached with this. So this is simple. Logic is simple. So simple models we can create with this Simulink. Complicated we can also create, but it is difficult. And next, Simscape. What is a Simscape? Simscape is the uh, mod. Simscape is the module of Simulink, especially for physical systems. In physical systems, we have so many physical quantities, and each physical quantity has its unit. Suppose if you are dealing with a mass, so you can't say I have 5 mass. You have to say whether it is 5 pound, or 5 kg, or 5 grams. You have to mention the unit. Then it will be the numeric value will be the meaningful. So then same thing is considered in Simscape. In Simscape, the signal has two things. First is value plus unit. Here this will I will explain this with a simple example. Uh, Here in this example, I have taken ideal translation velocity source. It will give as output. It will give the translational velocity. But for this translational velocity, input is required in terms of signal. So first I will try to connect this simple signal, same signal what I was using in the Simulink. See, I am not able to connect. It's not connecting. The reason is this block is from Simscape. And Simscape is designed for physical systems. And physical system is physical quantities have physical quantities require unit, and this is the only signal. There is no unit, just 5 constant. So we need unit. For adding unit to the signal, we need this Simulink to PS converter block. What this block will do? This will add unit. See, this is a centimeter per second. Now we will try to connect this to our velocity source. So now we are able to connect. And what here I am doing? Here I am just sensing what velocity we have applied, and I am taking output. For output, we can also change the unit if you want with the help of this PS physical system to Simulink converter. Here as an input I am giving 5 centimeter per second. So this my velocity source will give the same 5 centimeter per second. My sensor will sense the 5 centimeter per second. If I want in meter per second, I can get that. Here I have to, instead of centimeter per second, I need to put this meter per second. Meter per second is my output unit. Okay, and now I will run this. Okay, result is ready. Now I can check. Now see, this 0.05, which means it is in meter per second. And one more thing you may have noticed here. Here one more additional solver configuration we are adding in Simscape model. Why we need to add this solver configuration? So the answer is, here this model is simple. We have only one input. If it is complicated model, and we have lots of different units. In this case, what it can do, this solver will convert all the unit into the same unit, all the quantity different units into same unit, and then it will solve, and then at the output it will again give what answer in the required unit. So that's why we are adding this solver configuration in Simscape. So one question may arise in your mind that if we can solve most of systems with the Simulink, why this MathWorks people have designed the Simscape? Why they are providing this Simscape? So the answer I will give you with one example. Yeah, this is a simple spring mass system example solved with Simulink as well as Simscape model. This example you can find in the MathWorks help, MATLAB help. But for now you can see for this simple spring damper mass system, this is the Simscape model and this is the Simulink model. This equation basically we need to solve for getting displacement. Here in this system, initially we are providing some displacement x0 is equal to 1 meter, and we want to find the oscillations of this mass. So for that we need to solve this equation. If you want to do simulation with the Simulink, then we need to, in Simulink there is no physical blocks, there are no units, we have lots of mathematical operators, and from that we need to create this differential equation. Here with that mathematical operation, with this differentiation, this multiplication, this additions, we have created this Simulink model. Here at different blocks, we have added the parameter values. See, this B is damping, that is B damping, stiffness is K, here also the same values, stiffness K, damping B, and this is the mass M. Here we are using the, here instead of values we have added this variables K, B and M, because we can use the same variables in both models. In background we are defining the value of this M, B and K. So you can see this, for this simple system, the Simulink model is very complicated. For this single equation, if this system is complicated physical system, there we have number of equations. In that case, Simulink model will be so complicated. That's why this MathWorks is giving this Simscape, and it is really easy to model various physical systems with this Simscape. Here you may got confused. Where is that solver? Where is that? But here it is the solver and translational motion sensor. You can create the subsystem. From here it is sensing the motion, and here it is giving the output. Here we are taking output from the Simscape model. Here we are taking output from Simulink model, and then we are comparing both outputs here. Here we got error. Uh, I think somewhere we have made mistakes in unit conversion. Here it is. Here we are measuring velocity, so we have to keep meter per second, or we can take position. We'll check in Simulink model what we are taking. Here we are getting velocity, so here also we need to connect it to velocity. For velocity, see, we here I added the model unit meter for velocity, so it was showing the error. Because in physical system with proper units are required, you can't measure the velocity in meters, so that's why it was showing error. Now it is solving that. Now it is ready. We can see the answer. See, both Simulink and Simscape answers are same. So that's it from today. I think this difference between Simulink and Simscape is clear to you. If still you have any queries, please write your query in comment and I will get back to you. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.